The Select Committee on the CCP is operating in a bipartisan manner. You're working really closely with Ranking Member Raja Krishnamurthy. Now, a 2022 Pew poll found that 62% of Americans view China as a competitor rather than as an enemy. Yet 70% of Americans view Russia as an enemy. Do Americans sufficiently understand the threat posed by the Chinese Communist Party?
I still think there's a tendency to conceive of it as a distant threat or an over-there threat or purely an economic threat as opposed to a clear and present danger or a threat to American sovereignty. Now, we have had recent incidents like the Chinese spy balloon incident that have brought that threat closer to home for Americans. But part of what we have to do, part of our mission on the Select Committee on the CCP is to make the case to the American people as to why this is something they need to be concerned about and what we can do together to counter it. The second thing I would say is we need to constantly, as we talk about China as a competitor or an enemy or whatever the phrase we're using, is make a distinction between the Chinese Communist Party and the Chinese people. The Chinese people are not our enemy. They're the primary victims of the CCP's repression. And the more we make that distinction, I think the more successful our efforts at public education can be.